Today I'm off to learn from one of our product managers who says he knows a thing or two about emergencies. He's a firefighter in his spare time and says he often sees correlations between his role here at SPS and the firehouse. Hello, this is the Little Canada Fire Department, just north of Minneapolis. I am Dan Juckiness, Chief Sales Officer at SPS, and I'm here today with Nick Schwalbach, Director of Product Management at SPS, as well as a firefighter. I'm here today to learn about how they prepare for an emergency and see if I have what it takes.
All right, Dan, we're gonna kind of walk through the gear and the purpose of it and show you kind of what order it goes on, and we're gonna pretend we're getting ready for a house fire. These are our bunker pants. So they have, kind of a exterior or a really tough exterior, kind of protecting you when you're crawling around on the ground, if you're going through mud, water, hot things, whatever it might be. Inside, just like the jacket we'll show you here, there is a thermal layer in here that this is meant to keep any steam or vapor from going through this way and also protect you from the heat. Next thing up is the jacket. So constructed very similarly, same material, everything. It's just meant to zip it up. It's got a Velcro cover. Again, the goal is to protect your entire body and keep all the heat out, bad things out, and allow you to do your job inside. Next thing up is the boots. These will normally be tucked in your bunker pants there when you get here at the station, but they got hardened toe, puncture resistant, heel and bottom to a boot. So this is our SCBA tank, so self-contained breathing apparatus. This allows us to go in environments that you wouldn't be able to breathe in. It allows us to go in and get our job done. So then after you get the pack on in the truck on the way to the fire, when you're actually getting ready to go in, you're going to throw the mask on, kind of throw it over your face, tighten it up, and then it connects into your mask. And then once you start breathing, it will start giving you air, and then when you breathe out, it stops, and then vice versa. You'll put your helmet on over top of that, buckle the chin strap underneath. Again, just protect you from the steam and heat. There's a little collar inside here. A visor if you're going to be breaking through some windows or cutting something down to protect your eyes if you're not wearing your mask. And then the last thing up is your gloves.
I have a new appreciation because even the getting dressed part has a methodology to it, an order to it that you have to follow in order to do it right.
Yep, absolutely.
Kind of reminds me of the community program.
Yes,
Nick,
just
like all the things that we have a customer follow to make sure we ensure the most likelihood of success.
Yeah. All right, Dan. So we showed you the gear, talked about it. Let's see if you can actually put it on.
This is where the rubber hits the road.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. One of our most important compartments on the truck. This is where the engineer, so the guy or gal who's driving the truck, this is their job throughout the event of the incident. This is where they man all the controls for getting water in from a fire hydrant or in from a truck. They can manage all the pressures and whatnot from here. And then, what's going out. So if they're pumping to another truck or all of your hose lines, each one of them has a different pressure. It's really important that the person running the controls, standing here monitoring everything, not only knows how to get it to work, but also can troubleshoot when things go wrong. There's a lot of education that goes into this because when we're inside of a burning building or a car fire or trying to get somebody out of a building, it's very important the person here, they kind of have our life in our hands. Yeah. And so it's important that they know how everything works.
Well, you can just see how important it has to be a well-oiled, operated machine. If the technology is down, it doesn't work. If the person running it isn't trained to understand what the gauges are telling them, somebody dies.
Absolutely.
Not that it's that bad in our business, but it kind of does remind me of it. If the technology's down or our people don't understand what it's telling them, they'll make sure that they ensure orders are getting through. Our customers are at a disadvantage. Yeah. And actually, they don't even want to know if the stuff is going on behind the scenes. They just need to know the order went through.
Correct. Absolutely. Downstream impacts everything that happens here and at SPS. Absolutely.
Amazing. Hey, I know you put in a lot to become a firefighter. Give us a little snippet of what it is, training-wise.
Yeah, for sure. So that first year's a little rough when you take on new members. You're going to class every Tuesday and Thursday night. So it's about 3-4 hours from January until August timeframe. So it's a pretty big commitment. And then on top of that, in that same amount of time, we train every Monday here at the station as a department. So that is going through, anything on the trucks to pumping water to first aid, anything and everything in between. And that goes on during that initial training, and then for kind of your life at the department until you decide to retire. So it's a big commitment, not only the beginning but all the way through your career.
That is a big commitment.
Yeah.
Reminds me of SPS, honestly. There's initial training, but the importance of the ongoing training. Just keeping up with the changing atmosphere of retail in general. Just to keep on top of it.
Yeah.
And honestly, a sincere thank you for what you do here.
Absolutely.
Not just at SPS, but what you do outside SPS.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like 2 full-time jobs. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
And the biggest question of all is, am I ready to become a firefighter?
Well, better hop in the truck and go for a ride and see if you like it. We'll find out.
Let's do it. Today, Nick showed me that fighting fires is no business for amateurs. You can't become an expert unless you go through the paces. I'm sure Nick's community sleeps better knowing that his team's watching over their city, just as I know our customers rest easier knowing that hundreds of SPS experts are watching over their transactions.